Gold H4 chart. Last week you saw first pump, then $65 dump. But still you can see price is trading about 2150 horizontal support level. After this action, you can say this is most important static support level. If this level break out, then wait for retest. If that happen, then next target will be 2088. Still, there is no sign of clear trend reversal because this can be profit taking buy bulls or seller selling all-time high. For clear trend reversal, you need breakout of 2150 support level, or if it goes up again, then there is a possibility of head and shoulder chart pattern. In case of head and shoulder chart pattern, you can try selling right shoulder, but this is famous trend reversal pattern. If you see this was your RSI divergence trade, next step will be either breakout or retest or possible head and shoulder chart pattern. Daily chart, you can see no big support before 2078 area, and you can see clear rejection on daily chart about 2188. So this is your first big resistance and support 2078. So everything was started with the December SEP, and this can be your rising wave chart pattern. Now price testing lower trend line. A breakout of possible lower trend line 2150 support level, then you can say trend reversal has begun. So this rising wave chart pattern began after December SEP. Now at the top their March SEP. If you compare both SEP and all the thing happened between those FOMC meeting, the Fed reaction to economic indicator like NAP, CPI and PPI, and Fed reaction to market expectation of 7 cuts, when market did pricing for 7 cut 2 times before December SEP and after December SEP. Because of those reaction, Fed is still saying only 3 rate cuts, and because of history and future, they cannot change from 3 to 2, otherwise they have to explain what they saw in December FOMC meeting. So since December SEP, Fed is still saying 3 rate cuts, but not all FOMC member saying 3 cuts. Some member like Bostic, they are saying only 1 cut. So since blackout period is over, anyone can say anytime, but you have to be careful. Many FOMC members are hawkish and not all in favor of 3 cuts this year. So since December FOMC low to this new all-time high, this is reaction between Fed and market. They do not believe in each other and both think they are right. That's why you have this big market action. So if you see this FOMC in detail, then their speech was dovish, but SEP was hawkish. And if you see this thing from their SEP, then how many FOMC members were in favor of less than 2% terminal rate? But in March 2024, you can see how many FOMC members are in favor of more than 2% terminal rate. Last week, dovish rate hike from VOJ. This is confirmation that negative interest rate and 0% interest rate are gone. When Goldworks say gold is bullish for long term, you can see majority of FOMC members were saying lower than 2.5% rate. And after this new forecast, more than 2.5% interest rate, what this long term player think about gold? Because condition is same. When this wave came, it was going up vertical on daily chart. They were saying monetary policy is restrictive. And in FOMC speech, Fed explained there are many indicators for financial condition index. Based on their indicator, monetary policy is still restrictive. That was the only dovish thing in FOMC speech. Everyone was expecting that Fed will give hawkish speech, same like Jackson Hole 2022, but he ignored that question, and now everyone is expecting they are again ignoring second inflation wave. But SEP is saying second inflation wave have second rate hike cycle. They are raising long-term interest rate target. So if inflation does not go down, then in future they can start rate hike again. And focus on this thing, rate will be above 2.5% long term. And how this will affect gold price long term, you have to be careful. You have one more war news after market closing. If gold fly more, then retest of this upper trend line is big dynamic resistance. You can say retest of upper trend line. If lower trend line breakout 2150 support, then it will not stop before 2078. It can make sideways correction in the middle. Buyers will wait for retest of a strong support level. If you see weekly chart, you can see 3 candlestick and you have clear rejection about 2180. This is a big static resistance level on weekly chart. And after this triple top breakout, if somebody is selling new all-time high price, then he will target minimum 2080 and all the buyer will wait for retest after this range breakout. So you have static support 2080 and retest of this lower trend line of this rising wave chart pattern. Because there is possibility that either price make more sideways correction on weekly chart after breakout or it retest big size static horizontal support level. Monthly chart you can see resistance breakout, but still last week closing of this monthly candle will be most important. Either it close above resistance or near resistance price, but in both case buyer must be thinking retest then new high. After this second inflation wave and market and Fed reaction between December and March SEP, this is not hard landing, this is not soft landing, this is, you can say, US economy is re-accelerating, and this began in September 2022 when they start changing their monetary policy to win wider election. Now consequence of premature Biden rate cut is either stay with high inflation rate or rate hike in 2025. So your second inflation wave, why people were buying gold, now they have second rate hike cycle. If investor does not stop FOMO buying gold, then they can delay those 3 rate cut till end of the year, maybe first cut in September month. And before next FOMC meeting, there is lots of time, and member like Boston, they will only give hawkish speech. Gold daily chart, you have rising wage chart pattern, big clear support level 2150, then first big support 2080. Your Fed FOMC speech was dovish, that's why author one image was viral after FOMC meeting, but their new SEP is hawkish. And I don't think they will do the transitory inflation mistake again. They will blindly ignore inflation. You have seen last week with their Swiss National Bank, Fed did nothing but with help of Swiss National Bank surprise rate cut and BOJ, they did dollar strong. So goal was to make dollar strong without Fed doing anything. And this week you have big news GDP, PCE and job claim. If these numbers come strong, especially PCE, then gold will come down. And everyone is talking about dovish Fed speech. Very few people are talking about hawkish SEP, but nobody is saying how that Apple monopoly case will affect gold in long term. And they are trying everything: monetary policy, fiscal policy will not come before election. Apple is just beginning, next will be Google, then Facebook in the last. If they can kill all the monopoly and consumer price goes down, let's say CPI, then without Fed monetary policy they can control inflation. So everyone busy talking speech, very few people talking about SEP, but everyone is ignoring that monopoly case effect on gold long term. So you have clear resistance 2180 from weekly chart, 2150 from H4 chart, and 2080 from daily chart. You have three big static support and resistance.